Hey everyone, we bought the Rory Greaves. Rory Greaves are actually a pretty nice pair of boots very early in the game. And actually, the Rory Greaves that you can get, the elite ones, they can actually be your boot for a very long time, should you choose to use them. Same thing with the handguards for the casting slash attack speed. So yeah, those Greaves will go on our feet at 35. Probably never leave, for being honest. We are going to go do now the Broken Hills. And the Steps of Torment. I think we'll try to get through Steps this video, and I don't think I'm going to go through the actual second half of it, the roguelike half of it, because it's just not worth it at this level to go and do the roguelike portion, because it won't give us anything anything that's going to be tangible, that's going to last. So yeah, we're just going to make our way up here. We're going to kill the animals. Harpies tend to swoop in groups because they're, you know, flying above you technically, and they dive bomb to go fight you. If they do swoop in, I don't go back for them. We're basically just running to the steps right now. Steps of Torment is a great farming place at all levels of the game, though. Yeah. How many people coming to get this hidden spoils? That's one that even I didn't know about for a really long time. So yeah, we'll get the normal undead out of here. So this is that undead that was hanging out with that failure of a necromancer. He realizes our worth and says he needs help, so we'll help him. Yeah, so Steps of Torment, both this and the roguelike, are actually really good farming places, because undead are very slow and very simple to deal with. So they're very easy to kill, which means they're very reliable. See, we have this guy here who we didn't geek the clothy first. We're spending extra time on Tenebris here. Yeah, it's also really handy to be like honored with the rovers, and since this is all undead, you'll get the undead reputation built up as well, which means more undead to fight, more undead heroes to fight, more rover honor. It sort of is this never-ending cycle. I forgot the word for it. This never-ending cycle of building up honor. And like I said, it's actually not a bad farming place, because of the numbers, and then when you actually get to going into the roguelike portion, it's actually some good loot you can pull too. And the boss is relatively easy. Like, I almost want to go fight him. But only almost. Yep, so we're going to let these guys build up a little bit, and kaboom! Yeah, ectoplasm spawns here constantly. And yeah, like I said, get the crowds together, blow them up, and you'll end up with a pretty nice boost of experience. Yeah. We also want to come down here because there is a devotion shrine. But yeah, I do recommend if you're wanting easy farming to do Steps of Torment. Yeah, this devotion shrine and the one by Kilrian spawn in every difficulty. So you tend to end up coming here no matter what to get them. I do like leaving portals behind in every level. The one thing to do, though, before you start this shrine is to spawn all of these undead in and get the priests out of the way. Because you don't want any priests coming in and ruining your shrine by healing up some big bad that pops out of it. This shrine was actually one of the first ones in ultimate difficulty that gave me a lot of trouble. The fight that can spawn out of it is kind of crazy. Oh my god! Let me through to kill the priest. Am I gonna die here? No, I'm not. It's just you can get a rarer. I think I'm hitting myself here right now. No, it's a Frost Revenant. Oh no, there are Skeleton Knights. Because the Skeleton Knights will reflect your damage back at you. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it detrimental to your health? Very much so. So yeah, this will be... The eel is finished. So now we can go into the two... The two we wanted to go into. And I'm going to pick up... Ooh, we need another attack ability. I think we're going to go for... the Widow first. Like, it actually doesn't matter that much. Well, he was just standing there. That was his own fault. We're going to go for the Widow first. I don't really think it's actually going to matter which one we go for first. This build doesn't come online for another 60 levels or so. So I'm not really worried about my devotion quite yet. Balarazar, Eternal Servant of Dreeg. I believe he has a summon that'll bring in a Hellhound. There is a one-shot chest in this place. The first spot it can spawn in is right down here. And I think it has two other spawn points, and one of them is... We didn't get it. So, I don't know where the third spawn point is, honestly. So, I'm not gonna... Wait, no. It's right. It's right here. Never mind. This is the second spawn point. I thought it was against a different wall. Yeah, I don't know where the third spawn point is. But then again, I don't go for one-shot chests that much anymore. We'll just go through the door now. So this is the boss we have to kill, Zarthuzalan. Just finish the Sky Shards off. Been teasing that this entire time. So yeah, we pop a portal and walk in. He does have an aura around himself we can take out with Nullification. He actually deals quite a bit of damage, especially early on. So we'll probably have to break off to avoid, yeah, that. So he'll also spawn in. Well, the game will just spawn in. He doesn't actually have any control over this. A crowd of undead over there. So yeah, we want to go and kill them because priests can spawn there. Just don't stand in his fire. That's what makes him a little tricky, is he'll generally surround himself with fire that we want to not be standing in. And done. Now he has a monster infrequent, Zarthuzlan's Tome that is fire-based. So if you're making a fire character, I think it's Blackwater Cocktail-based. It's Blackwater Cocktail-based. So if you're making a Blackwater Cocktail character, it might be worth farming him for it. All right. Screw it. We'll go extra innings. We'll make this an extra long video. Technically, that's where I wanted to end it, but we're going to keep going. So normally I recommend not doing this. I recommend waiting until higher level because you'll get better gear out of it, and you just save your skeleton keys up for that. So you need a skeleton key to come in here. You can go craft those at any of your blacksmiths. And this is a roguelike dungeon, meaning if we die, we are not allowed back into this dungeon until we reset the game. So you don't generally come in here early game because the drops aren't as good. But we're doing this just to show it off. So this is the Room of Death. It is essentially a kill room that the game will throw you into. It will spawn in wave after wave of enemies until you kill them all. Or you die. In which case, you have to restart your game. Not completely shut Grim Dawn and power back up. I mean, restart the character. This will have wave after wave of enemy. Lots of heroes spawn, especially in higher difficulties. Yeah, we got hit once there. Okay, just die already, please. Sky Shards, do your job. RNG me a victory. And this is what you don't want, by the way. You don't want the big gargantuan guys. We're gonna sort of play a hit and run hide and seek game now, because they do this. They can trap you in a cage, in a bone cage. It's very bad. Especially if there are like lots of enemy warlocks and deathbolt archers. Okay. And the monstrosities themselves can actually hurt quite a bit with their big old swing attacks where they come up and chunk you. Like I said, we're kind of playing a bit of a hide and seek game. There's a guy that can spawn in here called Death Revenant who's pretty beefy. I think he's the guy, yeah. He's this guy shooting the purple at us, or pink at us. Okay, that's it. Now, doing the Room of Death means you generally get a metric crap ton of loot. And at higher levels, I believe this is a guaranteed legendary drop out of that chest. In Ultimate. We also have a ton of undead, obviously. And with a ton of undead, we get a ton of experience. So that kind of makes this worth it early on. Now, there are traps in these places that you have to be aware of. So in this particular dungeon, it's that you'll occasionally see just like orbs shoot out of random spots. There's one in the hallway coming up I can show. But yeah, they'll deal cold vitality damage, I believe. Should be one right here. Yeah. You kind of just gotta learn where those are to avoid them. Now, there are some unique monsters to these places, too, that are related specifically to the questline of an NPC that we'll get to later. That has her own faction and everything. But yeah, we don't have to deal with that character right now. We're basically just making our way around, trying to kill as many mobs as possible. I do want to find a safe spot where I can stop and level up. Yeah, that trap that shoots orbs, it has a certain number of shots and then it stops. Huh. She might have figured out my one weakness here. Oh, good. She moved out of it. Your sky shards can't go through doorways, by the way. They can't go through the tops of doorways. Alright, so we've got that capped out. We're still going to do point. But we're going to grab up flashbangs. Finally. Finally, mercifully, we get flashbangs. I'm gonna go fight Muzalok's little brother. Muzalok is the nemesis spawn for undead, and this guy is basically Muzalok Jr. I'm saying that because I don't remember his name. This fight's actually kind of terrifying at low level, so see if we can get it. I just want to make sure the enemies are cleared out first. So we walk up to this glowy thingy here, and this guy spawns in. This is Ilgor the Eternal. Like I said, he actually is pretty terrifying early on because he has those big claw swipes. We can't freeze him, and he just hurts. So we're going to run away, let our constitution heal us up. Now we're going to kind of try to play the long game because he hurts so much. I don't want to get credited. So when you beat him, you don't actually beat him. Now we have Ilgor round 2. And he does that. I didn't even know he did that for the longest time. Because, like, I never came here early game. I always came here late game and just outright killed him. I never knew he did back spikes. Not even joking, for the longest time. Didn't even know that existed. Yeah, we can run up to him and hit him a little bit because of our our Mirvaraktis. Oh yeah, that was a claw swipe. That hurt. But we got him dead. I just realized how scary the boss is actually at low level in this place. He'll probably kill us. Now I'm giving it some thought. Because I can't go back. Yeah, also you can't go back to town. So had I been thinking, I would have actually set up properly to do this. Because there's an item you can make that prevents you from getting frozen. Which is kind of good against the boss of this place who freezes you. But hey. Sometimes you just forget how to play a video game properly. And when you do it, people tend to comment about it on the internet. Repeatedly. Alright, so this area has blocked us off on both paths to the southern part of it. So we're going to make our way back up here. I would say this is the rarest path you get. Because normally this bridge is blocked. At least for me. Another notable thing about the roguelike dungeons is there is a merchant in each of them. And the merchant tends to carry rare things out of the faction that the dungeon is associated with. So in this case, we have an undead merchant. He's going to carry a lot of undead gear. But the merchants also carry things like blueprints and components that we can buy if we need some like more uncommon things. I just don't want to get interrupted looking at the stuff. So yeah, you can see we have the ghost weapons, ghost shields, blueprints, and components. I don't think I need any of those. And then these, I think, are only worth buying at very high level, unless it's something insanely good. Like that, actually. Buy it. Hopefully I don't end up selling that. We filled up our inventory pretty well. Yeah, it's just that's just really good. Makes our flash freeze hit harder. Makes our sky shards all cold damage. So now when we level our character up, we can focus on a single damage type and not have to worry about anything else until very high level. Yeah, we don't actually have a point in Frozen Core yet for Sky Shards. I wonder what level the Star Fury Emerald is. Well, it's got to be 50 plus because it's legendary. Yeah, so anyways, like there's a chthonic, an ethereal, and a nature roguelike, and each of those have their own merchant in there that does different gear. Oh, this is the other trap for this area, that little like sparkly firework thing. And the merchant can spawn in multiple places. It's usually 3 places. Usually 3 places. And usually 3 places. So this is Alcamos Lord Executioner. He's gonna hurt real hard if we let him hit us. So we kind of gotta, yeah, that's his freezing ability, by the way. We kind of gotta, like, kite him a bit. Just try not to get hit as much until our Mirror of Aractes is back up.
That skill's not ready.
That, you can actually time it so he'll miss. Yeah, so Mirror's up, so we're going to try to at least get, like, 2-3 Sky Shards on him there. Heal up and run away. Oh god, no. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
We want the triple Sky Shard to hit him, honestly. Yeah, if you run away from him... If you run away from him, the freeze should not be as bad. Oh, I was a little paranoid there. The timing on that, like, you don't actually need to time it that much. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Because, once he does it, I don't think I can explain how I try to avoid it. It's sort of like, once he does it, you can kind of do these little baby steps forward. And then, yeah, if you do those little baby steps, it'll miss. That's how you deal with all teleporting enemies in this game. Sometimes I fuck it up, though. We're getting close to having him dead. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Whew! Oh, he had Vampiric. That explains a bit.
My inventory is full.
Shoot. Yeah. Probably should have emptied my inventory a bit more before coming down here. Let's just grab what we can.
I can't carry anymore.
I'll just leave it. Yeah, so that was a roguelike. This will actually give you a guaranteed legendary as well in Ultimate. Whew. Well, that was dumb. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I know it was a longer than regular video, but we went through all of the steps. Every step we went down those stairs. And we got a pretty cool mace out of it. So yeah. Next time we will go further into Act 2.5. But I think it's mostly gonna just be walking around. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.